Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Worldology. Today's video we're gonna be talking about the optimization in the game as well as Portal. So they released, you know, Battlefield Comms released a com, and it's talking about Battlefield 6 and what the PC specs and the Portal is going to be looking like in the final game on October 10th. So first, I want to point out is that we do not know if this game is still going to come out on October 10th. They have not said anything that is pertaining to pushing the game back. And if they do push a game back, that's going to be a big problem because, yeah, it's just a big problem, right? So, we're going to be looking at the PC specs. I'm going to pull it up on the screen, and you see that you have a minimum of settings like the Intel Core i5, the 5 generations, and then the recommended, the 7, then the Ultras, i9 and 7, right? So I want to get this straight. Just because you have a good computer doesn't mean your game will run, well. Because it's the game's fault if it does not run well. Which is why 2042 wasn't a good game. Everything was not good in that game. And what I mean about the optimization, I mean the mouse input, because it has to be optimizable to, work right. And the tick rate, what else? The building damage, the hit reg and everything. And then the optimization comes with it on having, good destruction and not dying. When the building destruction happens for you get what I'm you know what I'm trying to say. It's just thinking about 2042 made my head hurt a little bit. So yeah, 2042 was a lost cause for optimization. This next game is looking like it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be. They didn't even give us a gigabyte on how the game would be. The beta was 30, so it's probably going to be close to 100, right? And with all this destruction and how the destruction is, you can destroy buildings with, a single AR, shotgun and stuff is very heavily filled on destruction. And I'm also going to talk about VR in this game as well. I'm doing this live with y'all. If I mess up on my talking, hey, so what? We're still going to keep going, right? So the thing is about the optimization is Battlefield 2042 was very well played, but it wasn't optimized for the style that the game, was playing. The game was clunky, the movement was clunky, and then you had the optimization that was, horrible with it, with not being able to aim directly, moving, very slow and specific in animation and whatnot. And it happened to me a few times in Battlefield 6. I think the last video you can see in one of the time frames, I don't remember, that I actually jumped off a railing and I got stuck in a little, area and I couldn't move and then I got shot and killed. So the thing about that is having good fluidity in the animation style and then having good optimization uh, along with having the right specs for your computer, that would make Battlefield 6 way better. And it's already, good at the moment, but still they are still working on the final game. It looks like the leaks, as heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that the playtest, or not the playtest, the Battlefield Labs is still going on. I think they announced that. So we know, and I've seen some of them, and it looks like movement speed is looking faster, a little bit, a little faster. Yes, the FOV is high, but I can determine what is faster, but maybe because he was playing well. But it looks like they are making some changes in the game. They have a lot of things that they're developing and just making the game well. So Javelin anti-cheat. They have Javelin anti-cheat. We know that in the Battlefield 6 beta, people was able to actually cheat on the game, even with secure boot on. So it was like, hmm, how is that even possible? Is it because, you can probably, get in a secure boot and log it in since it's BIOS and all that stuff? Or is it just because a secure boot isn't really that big of a strong suit for the cheaters that's obviously going to come in the game? Because some of those people, they don't know how to spend 30 minutes just to try a game out for themselves in their respective category they want to cheat, how they want to play just to be good, right? So Javelin anti-cheat, I don't know too much about it, but for all the people who know about Javelin cheat, is it good for the game? Is it good for Battlefield 6? Is Javelin, in coherence with secure boot, or are they different? You will be supporting ultra wide, 600 plus options, customization options. I don't think they need that much if it's not going to be, if it's just like how it was in the beta, click one and then you go to a different section and click again in that section. They should have a respective category just for PC and for console, because it's all mixed in together. Sometimes you're like, what the hell? What is this? And what is that? And why does this say that? And of course it says sometimes those type of, if controller or not, sometimes it wasn't. I don't think it wasn't in some of those options that I was selecting, and I seen that it was for controller. Probably missed it, over missed it. The hardware support, you will be able to. The video will confirm the Battlefield 6 will launch with DLS 4, and DLS is going to go through all DLSs that they have in that generation. NVIDIA Reflex, all GeForce RTS games can accelerate and enhance their experience, making gameplay smoother and responsive. So now we know that optimization is still going to be optimization. You'll be able to optimize your game to how you want to make the game even more better. So you'll be able to optimize your game, then play on all low, all medium, all high, ultra, however powerful your computer is, to run at a good, speed and frame rate that you want. And then you have a good optimization from the people who created the game, DICE who created the game, and then it will run to your respective play style. You can play on Steam day one. You will be able to play on Steam. So people who bought the game on EA, the EA launcher isn't good. It wasn't. Even today, I was having a little bit of problems with the EA, and it took me a little minute to actually get Hardline and playing in the background. This is actually a game from today. It's not actually an old recording. To the people who's in here, I respect, and for keeping Hardline alive. And yeah, just man, it's sad how they did Hardline, right? But yeah, you'll be able to play on Steam day one. For reference, you wasn't able to play the game straight off Steam. You was only able to press play on Steam and then it goes straight to EA launcher. So now we'll be able to play Battlefield 6 on Steam only, and you'll be able to get the achievements, the the time played, how long you played the game, and everything. And I want to ask a question: if that is able to be done on Battlefield 6, can you do it with the other Battlefield games? Because Hardline isn't even on the Steam category. Like, as soon as you buy it on Steam, it's not in the category. You literally have to open EA for maybe Battle Log or something. And hey, now focusing on Portal and the EA the Battlefield server browser. And the thing with Portal, I want to read it here. Battlefield Portal is a massive sandbox where creators and players can push Battlefield to the limit. Take unprecedented control of your environment, moving, scaling, and duplicating objects. Create completely unique game modes using NPC scripting and customizable UI. Legendary Battlefield experiences waiting to be created. Show them what you're made of. So now, the unique experiences created are called community experiences. Players can recreate classic game modes such as Horde mode. What the hell is a Horde mode? Or create innovative experiences like a top-down 2D shooter. All right, so now we know that the John Wick 4 scene is coming into Battlefield 6. I don't know how good that is for, you know, the play style and how the game will be. So I'm gonna keep reading. Powerful creator tools include spatial editing, map geo editing, as well as AI scripting to customize the behavior of AI combatants. The Portal Builder tool also supports custom UI scripting for building fully bespoke user interfaces. And the Battlefield Your Way with generous mutator and role options you can use are Web Creator Portal tool to experience Battlefield the way you want. Hardcore mode, closed weapon loadouts, the sky's the limit. Full progression, right? So this is very important. Full progressions, players earn full XP when playing verified communities experiences in Portal. These use existing Battlefield 6 mode templates such as Conquest, Rush, and Breakthrough while allowing the creator to modify a wide range of mutators to make the experience uniquely theirs. So the thing with that is that we know that the server browser, and I will put it on the screen as well, we actually see a little bit of a finalization of how the server browser will look like. The last server browser was, just in play, and now it looks a little different. We know that they will be able to verify, the people who create the best, like close to the best possible official EA server. Then they'll make it the EA official server to be able to actually have us full XP, to gain full XP. We'll be able to have 100% XP gained from an official server, right? Just like an official server. And the thing with that is that it's like a kind of a double-edged sword in my opinion. If we have like a lot of people who can create, good servers, and we have official servers, can DICE like just make like an official, like make the front category just all official servers, so we don't have to like look at some stupid ass, 1v 128 bots, or hardcore 10 man hardcore 5v5 hardcore, whatever, any of those type of game modes. Looking at that, can we not see that in like the front page of of the server browser? Because if we want the server browser only on a game and not on a battle log, because a battle log you need a web browser, and it's actually easy. And for people with controllers and everything, if you do have a keyboard, it was something that you can actually play on your key and mouse on an Xbox or PlayStation with whatever your preferable console is. You're able to actually play with those respective referrals, right? Peripherals, whatever, right? So we'll be able to have all of that, but I think it's just good to have. We had to filter. I'm gonna read that as well. We had to filter but it's just we need more, space to have us, pick and not have everything cluttered and, uneasy to be accessible to the actual game mode that we want. So easy to easy to discover. Players will have a wide array of options to filter the experience they wish to see within the game. Server browser and experience library. Some select experiences can feature directly on a home screen, making these experiences easier to find and join than ever. Included with game purchases, players will also have the ability to make their hosted servers persistent. It's always listed in a browser for easy access. And the thing is, it sound that made it sound like we was gonna have to pay for our servers, which is not a problem because we did it, in the previous battlefields. So if we have microtransactions and everything, will we have to pay for our servers? And if we do have to pay for our servers, will it be made to be an official server? Or like what is that type of, because you know I'm not gonna say server browser comes with a cost, but y'all made server browser, a way to not make it so like unplayable, like unreadable and unsearchable, because some people can make some people can be a cheater and actually make servers and then have like that mindset of cheating and not being able to get, taken off of it. So if they surpass them, because that type of stuff happens, and especially when long term wise, but it's still good for the server browser to be in the game long term anyway. But it's just, do we have a lot of, security and not being able to be into those type of situations of having like a weak ass admin, a dumbass, or some other person that just cheats off for some odd reason because they're not skilled or something. So it's just like a lot to dis- you know define and discover for this portal, and actually be mindful and watchful, well, a little cautious and watchful about how battlefield will how the server browser will be. In the post-launch support, creation and innovation doesn't stop at launch. Post-launch supports will include most maps, weapons, and other features as they are added to the game, giving creators and players overgrowing ways to expand their battlefield experience. Requires a compatible 4K display supporting hardware. The hell? Visual quality say may vary. So yeah, so what that sounded like at the end, it sounded like Battlefield will have official servers of the top John Wick down, gameplay 2D style, or Hotline Miami, whatever. It looks like they will have some type of wonky official servers that will be, hopefully in a separate category and not in the main, you know, game category, because the main player base, the core player base that's going to be on the game long term, is going to be playing those game modes. So we need, again, I think we need like a better focus on, not on choice and selection, right? So yeah, that is a lot for the game. I'm gonna pull up a EOD bot, and see what that thing can do. Looks like it's a good little toy. I did. I don't know if if it was actually that powerful to be able to MCOM on Rush, because I only used it on four to actually like get kills or whatnot. So I honestly don't remember if it was able to you know don't activate and disarm a MCON. I don't remember, but that's new. And if it's something y'all like and y'all like ELD bots, y'all little creeps. I mean, I was using this, so I'm probably a creep as well. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. Um, hope you like this. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. And just know that I will be streaming on Battlefield 6 when the game comes out, October 10th. If you want to play the game, then go ahead. It's your money, or you just want to watch it. It's whatever you want to do. I'm playing for the content for y'all. So yeah, that is all I'm gonna say for this video, and I'm Warlock.